Hey, it's Louis Beasley, and up on deck we have the flying saucer of Bluetooth speakers. It's the Veenax PS10 wireless portable speaker. Now, although it looks extraterrestrial, I can assure you that it was actually made here on Earth. More on that in just a minute. Inside the box, you're going to find one Bluetooth speaker, one 3.5mm audio cable, a micro USB charging cable, and a user manual. This speaker is tiny, but don't underestimate its punch. This thing is about the size of a headphone cup on a pair of full-size headphones. On the top of the unit, you have 4 touch-sensitive buttons. A Bluetooth button for resetting the active Bluetooth connection. A next and previous track button, which also operates as your volume and up and down button when long pressed. And a play and pause button, which allows you to answer or disconnect phone calls if paired with your cell phone. Now, on the bottom of the PS10, you have an on and off switch for powering the unit on and off. And then on the back side, right across from the micro USB charging port, you have a line auxiliary input. What that's going to allow you to do is run an external source from that source into the input of this speaker. So if you have a laptop, a tablet, or maybe even a cell phone with an earphone jack on it, you can run a 3.5mm audio cable from that earphone jack into the input of this speaker. And that's going to allow you to stream that music from that wire into the speaker versus streaming music wirelessly. Now, the PS10 has a built-in noise cancellation microphone for those of you who prefer to use this unit for phone calls. This is Louis. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you coming through great.
That's because I'm talking on the PS10 from Veenax, baby! Woohoo!
You got issues.
I know. Now, earlier I talked about how small this unit was, and when I first noticed its size, I immediately had an idea of what the sound quality would be like. But oh boy, was I wrong. The sound coming from the PS10 is bigger than the unit itself. I spent 5 to 10 minutes just staring at this unit and trying to figure out how could a big sound come from such a small device. Now, are there bigger and better Bluetooth speakers out there? Of course, but for the price and the size of this speaker, you are definitely getting your money's worth and then some. Actually, here you go, you be the judge. In terms of battery life, on paper, Veenax claims 10 hours depending on the volume level, etc. Now, I'm about 3 hours in so far and it still has juice, so that's about all I have to say about that. So here's the big question, is this a perfect Bluetooth speaker? Well, for some of you, yes it is, and for others, no, probably not. I think there's 2 things lacking that some of you may see as a limitation or potential improvement in the future. Number 1, you can only pair one device with this at a time. So if you and your spouse both have songs on your phone that you want to take turns playing, one of you are going to have to disconnect before the other can connect and continue playing songs. And then number 2, you can't pair 2 of these together so they operate as a single device in stereo mode. Now, this would be a nice feature for those of you who host lots of conference calls, especially if you're sitting around a large table with multiple people. Having one unit on one side of the table and another on the other side would be a great convenience. But for every one limitation, there's at least 2 or more things you'll like about the PS10. First and foremost, the buttons are illuminated for use in the dark. Now, I don't know why you would be using this thing in the dark, but Number 2, when an incoming call comes in, the music stops by itself. Once the call has ended, the music resumes. Now, believe it or not, this is a very, very convenient feature. And then last but not least is a big sound coming from such a small device. This is my second Veenax product. And one thing I appreciate about this company so far, They not only do a good job designing their products, but they take the time to ensure that it sounds as best as it can sound. So thank you, Veenax, for making that effort. If you enjoyed this video, then please take a quick second and hit that thumbs up button. Also, share this video on your social network so someone else can benefit from it as well. And if you're not subscribed, we need to change that right now. Go ahead and join the family by clicking on that subscribe button. Last but not least, feel free to leave me a comment down in the comment section. I read them all and I at least try to respond to them all. That being said, I will see you all in the next video. I'll sound you later.